This is Boadu TV. Truth and integrity.
Doomsday strikes the entire water region as Gridco systems go off. Water region lighting now off. And your water region right now it has been extended to other parts of Ghana. Answer the metro assembly so I'm sure the Corinthians but we to be running mate. I'm sure. Ebia own share and steady politics and some majority of you know money time and I say mon share and follow. Own my Corinthians but we to be na pudding. What they are waiting for is for the finance minister on say Endra say say IMF I'm a green light and say $360 million na fidie almost to me external creditors na kasama you bet me access scano. Now they know say almost a kasa scana and no na mo de be la so de la e power na gina so. Now when you mention Napo's name, you have to make sure say can you gina so. Because the only thing Napo bet to be gina so say anything about running mate na just say doom so ni ho. Now the reason why I want to mention Napo, some can say the beginning of this month. I want to me until they say almost the end of the month. They are marking time and waiting for IMF money to hit. Because when IMF money hits, and no sasi carry no be mo kan ya gina so. Now the moment betia the IPPs no and as independent power producers no the moment they will pay them benya gas supplier kania ne ba kakra no ma bona podin nti obona podin you cannot say dum so ho. So for about 2-3 months from July, August, September almost the 360 million when they be gina kania no na almost the nya chance mam napo abejimi ne ho. Oh, Napo time. Obisa dum so yedimu kania. Okania si so. Na afei by August September na omo market time kakra. Said the next IMF money do be cross the election no. Tie. Adi kudien to mutimi bon Napo din say they need that money to sustain the power. And nitina only say say no 360 million ekoje na asa. And nitina ende from last week mokania ni nyina dundum no onsa na dwi total blackout. They cannot mention or announce by Napo because they have not received the money. And they know say when they mention Napo while sir Kanya ne dunduma, you can say hey now this fool are on to me makanya engineer sompo but we all know say do so ho. Now what they want to do is somebody show tanga by 3 months. What they are going to do or announcing Napo not 360 million or this can be a gas. Now after the Napo nam Ghana oh say Kanya ndumi Napo is competent also the Juma. After 3 months, can be call off. Sad time, na omo preparation for the next available money. Na elections, whatever money they will get, they'll put it into gas. Na Canadian send you you cannot question a post incompetence. You are living on a time bomb. Omo di mu diagro, omo di mu your business. Somewhere Jimmy and you too for I'm going to say your time will be. Pocket of Ghana lightning in a doom. IMF sika no mo twen na po ayentumi mboni din nyina IMF sika IMF sika ne mba ayentumi mbona po din da he can never mention a post name without IMF money on say last week na bubu some say that ben na bubeyi na po say oh by the end of the month because they were not sure say your external creditors no will agree to the deal. They were not sure and it's na komiamo any MPP for the betna TV so now Busam say when is Baumia going to announce his running mate also by the end of the month can just say the beginning of June on say June Babe ending because it is the IMF money they are waiting because so many says they cannot keep the lights on. Now Gridco for a release statement doom so hana doom so ni Mama yan kind statement na minjum na minuanom Ghana fo nyina ehu de ekọ statement ni ye mebe ken kan na medwum bebi a wo bia no tie me ye de yan kofa document bia free bebia o ye de we ya na ebedwum ama wotie ya asemo enye yize o Ghana be release statement na ndanyumre a joint statement from Gridco and ECG e de na omo ka Ebi o ma chro ni brofo ten me nuanum bebrebe o mo te account radio so o mo nte brofo into o mo ntumi nkan enti ase nchirichirim ma menya abotre na menye saade we maso amefo eye brekumfo eye asenkregwa mikrom de ayodofo eye bekwaifo kwabre kwabre yese ba omi so ba be mo kwa ba mo den chem no kura duma anya kwan no den chem no me se o mo de mo be di agro se nkonfam o mo de be di agro se nkokọ o be di mo agro ho agro te se de mo ye moa MPP so bo hu se sebio ye na santifo di bi akamfo bi ye jimi and they will deal with us and about omi agina wonim so be ye kwan den chem na moto abama ano na mo so na ye Lord Kenya no kura point to my boss den chem de be my boss etia my men kin kana mi dwom almost for immediate release. Corporate Communications Ghana Great Company Limited, PO Box CS 7979 Tema Ghana, digital address JKBBBBB, Electricity Volta House PO Box 52 Accra Ghana GABBBBB. Our website email show me say yen kin kan yen dwom nkyeremo wa wote brofo chan me na me kan na dwom wi a wo se me boa na obetena on Facebook en jiska na wa ko chirichiri mu ho wa wo so te brofo chan ye no kokenkan wo Facebook na chirichiri mu chire o ye de ejimi ye be dwom ama Ghana fo hu tie power supply issues gas challenge from Nigeria see enkania ne dundum na emom etire power supply na meka no omunya eye de ojam frema ho nsensem bi wo Nigeria ye fere gas ye fere ojam frema ai see eye enkania ho nsensem bi aba na eye ojam frema ho nsensem bi esi wo Nigeria enti omu bedwudwom a kire mo adekodie nti anwumbre wuda summu. The Ghana Great Company Limited, GRITCO, and the Electricity Company of Ghana, ECG, wish to inform the public that due to a reduction in gas supply from Nigeria since yesterday, Wednesday, 12 June 2024, some areas across the country have experienced interruption in power supply. Say, dear Essin say, Nigeria, yenya ujam frama efri. Edebe power eyedien ye nyina munkane ama eyedie Ghana ye nka ne gina so no eye endra kukuo eyedie esini se eye ojamframa na efri Nigeria ba no saa ojamframa no bibi nti ema ojamframa ne ma bibi nti na sofu gina so dem na oprichi na oba te front na se we twa ne nufu ase na se ne nufu da ho na se we ba ne nema sofu no ede ne to cross no na okenkan de wo Bible mu bibi nti ene saa de na esi wa sore dem ko betu de ti aba form akenkan na so bibi nti na sofo di da wiem omo se bibi nti ama de ama ojam frema na efri Nigeria no emma do ojam frema aponja ho ma so do kon so ojam frema onye ponje ojam frema bibi na di ojam frema ne ba mom ye ndwudwom omo twen IMF sika wo basa mo de munim konfo we jimi fo we. Now second paragraph. The West Africa Gas Pipeline Company, that's WAPCO, in a statement has explained that the reduction in gas supply was due to maintenance works being undertaken by a gas supplier in Nigeria, and it is projected to last 3 weeks. Almost trying IMF sika. Almost say WAPCO, almost na sebio, almost kotam eye ojam frema na free Nigeria ba. Say Greek code ECG almost ha almost train. Na WAPCO mo omo no mo gi ojam frema no na omo se WAPCO for say on say se and blame no if you Greek code akọ ECG ya na begu WAPCO so who de on blame no we mo na omo say asem de mo dekura ne say mo nkane na engine so na omo ka kire mo say ojam frema no enwa tochema no omo say company bia omo di ojam frema efa nsuo no mo bre no sa company no omo mfidie no bi ho atochema enti se de omo ni abre a omo gu nsuo no mu a omo tinetine omo mfidie soso pipe no enti se ye kan de eye eda poly eduonu baako 21 days munya kanea
ya semo
rade ya go bo mo te wana mo sa mo de mo de besi mo ki sorogu almost said 21 days and that poly eduonu baako kanea ne nhye da ngina so katika ni ho obi ye maintenance of Nigeria there ye de Canada fa ho be se de tua se ne be ye be beduru han ni hia and so almost said company bi yambo company crowd din because a company now all yes our maintenance no oni din yambo company bi e de yes company bi se mumu bi mo jimi ye tumfo amonte mahama ka no kra kire mo na mo dwumu to adan a yama party di enim ye jimi intom se eye na wotwe miensa sa wo kan enna nko aduonu baako 21 days kanea no ensheda njina so mutiate yanko the third paragraph ye de edwuma ye no haya ne obi ani ntokwa sa odwen se oso obetuma ko chechire mu ya Facebook yengi sika coins kra one quarter kra enje obetuma akobie odie
gonna be dachi
now yanko third paragraph mo MPP for nankasa kra mo ntebrofo mo dodo na mo di MPP echi amutwi soroku na mo adwuma ebegu na mo adwuma esere mo ntebrofo se ma anye saa de we amamo amonte ase omubu mu kwase na me kirechire mu a me kire mo ade me bie moni me ye mo education na mo jimi mo MPP for dodo na mo di ba obi echi mo dodo mo nko school da mo nyima kenkan omo kire brofo amonte ase yeso betena na ede nyamesam kirechire mu akire mu a na mo jimi mo ho bra mo be bre no ohu moto be paito se mumu bi mu agimi what fifre sa ubetwa bechi mabo ba obi ohu fifre oto nyina gu ntwom ukodru dem a ubie ketinsa se fuom ehiaw uru jimi ene obi ku ade dira wonte ase bra mo be bre no
ya semo enye yize
kurasefo ye kasa mo mayam chichire Ghana ebi mo som party third paragraph weja intimi nja nkoshe dem obodam Mr. S, don't block anybody, mute them for plaster tare omano ye bow yem untimi ntiem that's time woni pa bebu no me nko na mtimi tra internet so na me bow yem na masa sili wano untimi ntiem ye bow yem wanim da ho na ye bow yem otwe tie. The maintenance has caused a reduction in overall power generation capacity in Ghana, which could result in load management over the period of the work. What did you mokano? Tie me, what kwabre na Jimmy? Almost say, sa infidie na company bi ye ho adwuma we pono so Nigeria no. Se sia no, de ombezo mka kire mo no say, eye na wotwe miense de ye fra bi load shedding dum so aba. Dum so no de kwasha ase o kitikiti bi se we Jimmy. Oh, sir, I'm going to almost said now what you mean, sir, Dum Saba, or say because of the load, because of the issue, no load management over the period of the work, or say until second penny no move ye a juma mo yeno, our Nigeria no Dum so a ginem. I don't know one show Dum see wa somewhere more. See, oh, free. Adena Napo any Gridco any ECG Manchester say, oh, the maintenance has caused a reduction in overall power generation capacity in Ghana, which could result in doom CSA. Why didn't they write light off? They said load shedding. Hey, doom so ye be mamu timetable. Mwe Jimmy. Mena makoko be say, Dabio. Ohem free Jim salad ni mint me fendi agro because me pe cocktail pa. Me the mint kakra, na me the lime kakra. Na unim fever tree mo simple cocktails no me cocktail my wife no be cocktail de oboa be cocktail mo simple cocktail we bit my something around spider here a good cocktail abu and then the company a friend cocktail hub New York DC Virginia Maryland the best cocktail mixes Virginia DMV a cocktail hub call them you will see go on the internet Facebook cocktail hub COCKTAIL HUB cocktail hub. Go and search. Omo no cocktail papa. Intimate simple cocktail. Me do attempt you na me could do fia. Remember hello dad and wife kisimia. And I say menya air lime kakra. Tie Jimmy. O sorry what dia lewa sa no apetehye guso. We ni nyina han. Eye ubetwa ubewu nansen a. We dwade buofu. Ubedi mechia be wu Jimmy. You know what you do is you get a little bit of lime. A little bit of mint. Don't do any mint. But it's a chromo kwasi. Ade oni mint. Ade esruwisa abuofunu mint nya esruwisa. E leaf bi ehwampa. Your friend mint. Ko krom na ko to bi Jimmy. Friend na ba na moa. Snake and Daughters omeko GBC baby yede Johnson carrot na cafe ukole go be na carrot na bo into unya lime kakra na unya mint kakra na there was some drink bi the friend no den fever tree. It's normal drink here, and it's like basically more Ghana. It's a Sprite, but it's basically for cocktails. Fever tree. You can pick the the one without flavor or the ones with flavor. It's nice. So what you do is the ice, So what you do is lime, and then the mint, Now I crush your kakribi, you crush it just to have the flavor. Into mint and lime. We go how ginger kakra, ginger, fresh ginger. Now they mix it. We are now for the good glass, cocktail glass, and you for wine glass and your cocktail. Jimmy, do na moto ni na muni wine glass with you. They be a gura. Ufi a cup cup this is cocoa cup. I don't fear me. I won't no casualty. Jimmy say you too for monte or brother so money. Na man kasa money je. Do so na mejuju no. Into mix now crush the cribia now the ice no gum now the air day with the mint no now I crush any lime no now with the a little bit so tonic cribia now the gum now fe with the day or some of the good air day and gins on say gin be an gin be a papa it be a triple distilled it be a 4 cat some are as close to like it be a Macallan level like a smooth a toe minima and on sa in sana mono na ubewu Tankwasi ansana moti Ghana ho a unuma na poison ubewu edi so no munsa o yesa na ubewu sa de na nyansa poison sa de na mo ya na ense bi o me no bia ubewu enyansa papa ensa papa bia unuma na was smiling really oh ensa papa no for minimum ye for cat no uwia na o de fever tree na kan no we jane si obo se mint ni nemu lime ni nemu very refreshing escafo no in terms say hiafo na mudi matam some wo kire mo ahu kire nti kavire kwasia kavire jimi otigana nom kasa preko umini mu nyina asai otonwum wasori de mayente oyo nyame aya oyo nyamia o sakrada voice ne de ai wanu mo kwasia nsasa toothbrush nyina asai ya kirewo hiafo atamfo Erade, mama last one na dum so aba. Paragraph number 4, we ja. Ere ke bi dira. Kwansma. Keke bi kire omo na men kan kire omo. Si asam kwa no de Ghana ho. Utu omo for do bu jimi. We ja. Okay, besides, is it ready? Get it to me right now so that I can finish the whole deal. Paragraph 4. London dry gin. Kwasiansa Castle Bridge. Ubawu. Mono monsapa. Kwasiansa Uba me fia ensa obi gwetre stores be 30. Mu gwetre no. Ai. Jimmy. Pre once na dia be hu abroche ne ya kirewo. Onti ase. Oto de unenti so pro. De bia woni ko. Wo ya kraman. De bia woni ko. Na onom santinto ya nom santinto sio. Ubawu poison. And nyansa. Okay, you're going. Paragraph 4. Or say, Gridco and ECG, however, wish to assure the public that we are collaborating with other stakeholders in the power's value chain to optimize available resources to ensure minimal impact of the reduction in gas supply on consumers. Almost said. Gridco any GRS omo do montuma ebo any other companies omo be make sure say dum so no aye nice obi nsisi obi ni nyina no ma kire ma se ono omo say however wish to assure the public that we are collaborating with other stakeholders in the power value chain to optimize bonika so optimizer say ne be ya dum so de ba we nya 4 no we nya 4 we nya 8 no we nya 8 yes optimize say ne obi die enche obi brofo what brofo ko cheche mu de kire Jimmy what the part to a chair, Mr. Bente? Why I say, Mr. Bente? What the part to on the part to Jimmy? Yaka part to so argue. Uncle America, Yaka America, some show now. Oh, your argument. What the part to Mr. Bente? Why I say, Mr. Danta, Jack, to a dream young queen. Standard. Into almost say at the end of the doom sonaba. Of course, you are Gridco and ECG sincerely apologize for the the inconvenience caused. Almost ECG ni Gridco say, we dear, person catch them mumpo esi what proceedings they see or court and now then I would see a Richard Jakpa was swear oath. Court. It didn't say it in terms said your Okenyano say Oboa na Onia Dansia Ghana Mra Imbunifo. Na the see any na kind of bro from Maminya Butana Medium Kakribi na Ubianti Asie. And don't copy a court no. Yet to a year Mr. Richard Jakpa na no. You busan say a dien incommodie and I call or no any a year Godfrey Dame intem abra na asem we da ho court da ho sa wo court and a year Mr. Jakpa a year a catcher a year court say a year Godfrey Dame Sebio o catcher no say asem na wo court si animum die enye se onim sa asem no onim gina so onim sa asem no asem ya sebio enko bebia nanso adekudie nti a oda ho gina asem we so court ni nyina ne se eye na do danko ekufuado ene ken oforiata mo aka kire no egina no konso pampe se onfa koti kwan bia so na onche eye atofosin enkoto fiase enti eho na Richard Jakpa say na wonim se atofosin ondifo adenti na opeso oche no so senia eye pressure eba no sufri ekufuado eye den eye sebio eye kenoforiata ene ono ade busuafo de bi ni MPP fo no enu nti na opeso ogina so na asem no ofa kwan bia so na ofa ono Richard so na omudi bua atofosin for even though onim se atofosin ondifo ana eye Richard Jakpa ebusa eye esa ka kire court say okai pa sebio owongina so say eye 2022 ana eye first week in May eye May bosome no na wotwe edin kan na one Attorney General ehia edin komo ewo eniso ohunenim mo no so hunenim na Richard Jakpa so busa ne say na to force na opese wo jeli ni se wo jeli to force na election eba wo na ebe den na to force ni wo jeli na ebetumi edin faso bi abre MPP ene Nana Kufuado ene edien oforiata ena o se adekudie nti a omopese omujeli ato force eye main se so omutumi jeli ni May a Ghana mra na kire se eye bosumi nsia anase from May na ekopim eye December de emra no maho kwan se sebio MPB akonwa to a ye betumi gina so aye by election inti nkomutumi jeli ni ntem eye May na ono Richard Jakpa no so utumi di entro eto ato force nso na se yetumi gina so jeli ato force May na eye omo MPP fo no anka omo betumi akoye by election wa ato force constituency na anka omo eden omo wini aba no na Jakpa se na die na kire wo se wo Godfrey Dame ne mo MPP no se ato force mo de ne kotu fiase eye May na se mo koye by election kra by election no MPP be win because ye nyine nim se ato force ono na e win sa eye election a seat no na ne nkofo no so ta ne chi every Godfrey Dame anu a we eye Richard Jakpa enkomo a one Godfrey Dame di ya all kan o court judge say what ho waswe oath o say obusa Attorney General asem na Attorney General free na no by o say infant for the so me cheap o me jimi de o mo be ya ne say o mo di sika be ko ho no mato sika no nim say infant for jimi nti o mo di 2 million be ma MPP e bia want ni ye Richard Jakpa emra Attorney General ka kire ne say o mo pese May ye twemi nka mo ka asem no gu ato forces so na ye chi ato forces ekoto fiase no Richard Jakpa ka say na wo chi ato forces ekoto fiase na seat ni beda ho a e de na kire seat mu betumi awi ni efri say e ato forces NDC for seat efri Godfrey Dame pe Richard Jakpa asem a oka no court ne nsa ehye krata ase a wodi nsie no ɔse Godfrey Dame bie na no de ɔka kyerɛ ɛyɛ Richard Jakpa ne sɛ mema na koma koraa enye ne mema ehunahuna no efiri sɛ ɔno Godfrey Dame no ɔka kyerɛ Jakpa sɛ infantifoɔ de ɔmo agimi infantifoɔ de ɔmo yɛ cheap ɔmo yɛ fo de ɔmo hia ne sɛ ɔmo di sika konfantima mu saa atofo in constituency no ɔmo beto aba ne bum ɛde ama MPP nti ɛno de mema Richard Jakpa ha no ho ɛno de ɔmo nim sɛ infantifoɔ de ɔmo agimi we ni asɛm a efiri Godfrey Dame ano a ɔka kyerɛ Richard Jakpa abra na ɔka kyerɛ Richard Jakpa sɛ ɔnkɔdi ɛdeɛ atoro ɛnto ɛyɛ atofo na ɔmo njeli no na ɔse nkɔmɔ ne kɔso no ɛyɛ Godfrey Dame ka kyerɛ ne sɛ sɛ ɔmo tumi de atofo tu fiase kora bosome baako a deɛ ɛbɛyɛ ama ɔmo ne sɛ sɛbio ɔmo saba parliament bi mu a NDC for ɛwɔ sɛ ɔmo ba na ɔmo bɛpa ɔmo kyɛw na ɔmo di agyina so eyi deɛn atofo na ansa na ɔmo ngye NDC for apa kyɛw no ntum no ɛwɔ sɛ NDC for yɛ deɛ ɔmo pɛ nti krono ɛne bɔne bi a ɔmo pɛ sɛ ɔmo yɛ no parliament ɛyɛ dwirim bi a ɔmo pɛ sɛ ɔmo yɛ bia no ɔmo de atofo broni bɛka sɛ ɔbɛyɛ bargaining chip ɔno na ɔmo de bɛdi ɛdeɛn ɔmo de bɛdi ngyinamuo na ɔmo de di ɔmo dwuma ɛwɔ ɛdeɛn parliament enti nka Richard Jakpa no ɛmmoa no na ɔntwa atoro ɛnto atofo so na yɛde atofo nkɔhyɛ mbosome baako koraa ɛbɛboa MPP ɛno nti na Ekufuado oforiata mu gyina ne so ɛne ɔno ana busuafoɔ ne lawyers ne judge mpanifoɔ bi ɛkyerɛ ne sɛ ɔmpɛ kwan biara so na ɔmo nkye atofo ntum na ɔno Godfrey Dame de ohu sɛ Richard Jakpa ne nipa bi a obetumi edi dwuma no ama no now ɔse asɛm wɔ nyinaa ɔka nyinaa no esi wɔ Supreme Court judge fie n'anim a yɛfrɛ judge no Judge Kulendi aka Timbila na ɔse asɛm a ɔka nyinaa wɔ court a wagye pene de ne nsa hyɛ krataa a wedi nsie no ɔse nkɔmɔ a ɔne Godfrey Dame diɛ no adansefoɔ ɛyɛ Justice Kulendi a ɔte Ghana Supreme Court so a Nana Addo Dankwa Ekufuado ɛna yi no ɔse saa de na ɔmo yɛ saa meeting no ɔmo tena Justice Kulendi a ɔyɛ Supreme Court judge ne dam ne fie edi abaabae anɔbaabae ɛma sɛbio eduru beebi kurampo no na sɛ ɔmo di ɔmo ho atam efiri sɛ na Godfrey Dame deɛ ɔka kyɛ ne sɛ ɔnyɛ no ɔno sɛ ɔnyɛ ɛma ebufuo baeɛ ntemu no ɛna sɛbio meeting no ɔmo yɛ no kura no anhyɛ da ɛnhyɛ NCA na ɔse ɔno no ɔfiri Judge Yoni Kulendi fie no na abɔ ɛyɛ 1:30 ahomakye abra adeɛ kyea no pa ɔmo kɔ court no na the day before no ahomakye 1:30 na ɔne Godfrey Dame ɛwɔ Yoni Kulendi a Supreme Court judge a Nana Addo Dankwa Ekufuado yi no Yoni Kulendi na ɔyɛ adwuma wɔ Ekufuado law firm ɛna Godfrey Dame so na ɔno so yɛ adwuma wɔ Ekufuado law firm nti ɔmo yɛ colleagues by Yoni Kulendi na ɔyɛ Supreme Court judge no ne busuani ɛne Richard Jakpa ɛna saa illegal meeting we no ɛnde anase esi wɔ Richard ɛyɛ Yoni Kulendi fie Richard Jakpa asɛm ɔka ne brɔfo no ɛno ɛna medwudwam twi ama Ghanafoɔ nyinaa ate nti wo a wote brɔfo kyɛn me no wobɛtumi akɔ kyerɛkyerɛ mu now ɔkasa ɛwɔ court no ɔsa kan sɛ nti ɔse saa meeting ni mu na ɔmo kɔ no na ɛkɔ so no ɛna attorney general busa no sɛ na wo lawyer ɛne lawyer sorry na ade nti na wokɔfa lawyer sɛbio na adwene mu bie saa ɛfiri sɛ minim sɛ wo sei no woyɛ nipa bi a wakoma ndwo ɛna sorry so deɛ obi anim lawyer sorry obi anim sɛ deɛ na adwene mu bi a ɔno so deɛ oni akoma oyɛ sɛ ɔbɛdaadaa na ɔntwe ma wo nti Godfrey Dame busa sɛ ade nti na wankɔfa lawyer bi a wabɔn gyimi bi na nka saa lawyer no ɛmɛtoto mpaapaa so ɛna Richard Jakpa ɛkyerɛ ma kyerɛ atene general ɔse me deɛ ɔsɛ ɔte aseɛ sɛ asɛm no mendi fɔ Inti ehia se mefa lawyer sebio na adwiri mu do eni nti na mekofa till there is sorry. Inti ehɔ no establish say na attorney general nim say eye dean jagba ewo lawyer. Okay. Now see on the 29th of March 2023 omu meeting ya no. Now we didn't a meeting before 29th of March 2023. Now utie court nyina kosi a ose oni attorney general hia enisuo impre 9 anadwo abra na all lawyer. Inti time attorney general busa ne say adan wan kofa lawyer Jimmy bia Morris Ampao Jimmy bi and also Sam Morris Ampao likes ne dom the same preku omo enye law bi na omo ye sebio omo Jimmy kasa omo keka wo radio so na enu ntina me kofa lawyer papa e de say Mr. Sorry in the attorney general ka say ampa Morris Ampa mo likes ne de omo ye moa intina eye Gofredame wanwa say eye Richard Jakpa e kofa lawyer papa bi te say eye Mr. Sorry inti ho no saka say eye before that no na one dean one eye dean attorney general Gofredame ehia 29th of March 2023 afie twemi. Now I see omo be court no and attorney general e the phone frɛ no 1 minute in common no mudi ye na sebio omo sa chat e text and attorney general busa say nipa na ono so ye accused number 2 no ono sebio obeba court na if you say na omo nyina be court. It means that attorney general now establish a conversation with Richard out and inside court. Abra Richard lawyer enim hoshi. It attorney general friend say munipa na ya accusing no. Sa munipa no beba court na sebio hwehwene nsemu emame. Na hwe bebi owo. If you say me pese me hu accusing bebi owo. And Richard Jack was on the all contact pa ewo bibia inti wana okachire eye Gofredame se ontwen saa day no mo ba court na ebeba so no na Gofredame ene edien eye accused number 3 Richard Jakpa edin komo eye investigations boom inti Jakpa enso ewo contact inti oye 1 or 2 calls and who say accused number 2 no ya gina to hospital asebio the nice insane wie ma sebio wan ye nani anya din obewu enti Jakpanko for catch and say abrantie no so the hospital na so ayese no e wan no safa phone no catch attorney general tata nipa no oda hospital no ho na so ayese ya nhwe ye kuro obewu e na attorney general say me daase enti before attorney general over court no na one Jakpa ase di nkomo enim de ebet AC eye accused number 2. Now, after nkomo we nyina call so a Jakpa saa nyoma we nyina ma attorney general no na Jakpa saa de we a na one de onim se attorney general na ebusa no of ade bi onyama no ebe share attorney general trim say Jakpa at least I responded to no say obi the hospital na waye bibia aboa no attorney general before that na attorney general catch Jakpa say asem we you fie see or see before that no omo be record no na attorney general Gofredame afreda catch and asem we die den ya meyi wuti son ma wakofie ade anchi na Gofredame court ko catch o court say Richard Jakpa edi bone na ombie ni defense and Jakpa ka say obi a ono mehia mprensa etiamra obi a wo hia me se menye de me se menye obi a emra che se diso nim di nkomo Abraham lawyer wo ho obi a wo ka kire me se asam no nim se me ndifo na obe make sure se me nwuso no ye beduru court a wo hwa judge adi ma ka kire me se me bia me defense na me kromfo eho ena edien Richard Jakpa so ka se papa anya hwea boni e friend boni ene so nya hwe na no na onim se attorney general ye kromfo a onka ne kurenti a sebio since se omudi nkomo oka to ni trim se onim se den atofo in D4 nanso Ekufuado any deɛn any oforiata mo na ɛhyɛ ne sɛ ɔmbu asɛm ento atofo so no ɛma ɔno so fa no ho adwene nti nkomo bi ɔmo diiɛ no ɔde to hɔ ɔrekɔde yɛ ebisa no onim sɛ attorney general no ɔyɛ krɔmfoɔ ɔyɛ wudifoɔ ɔyɛ wi a ɔde Ghana mmara ɛyɛ legal ɛyɛ mmara no ɛde nkɔfo tu efiase abra onim sɛ ɛnyɛ no korɛ nti ɔno so fa no ho adwene ɛna ɔstarte sɛ attorney general ɛba no hɔ ɔne ne hyia na ɔdaadaa no ɛba ne pressure ɛgyina ne kɔn so sɛ ɔnkɔdi atoro a na ɔno so ɛdocumenti biribia asɛm a mebɔ kyerɛ wei anaa mekyerɛkyerɛ mu kyerɛ wei ɔkaa ne nyinaa ɛwɔ court wayɛ dɛn waswear oath sɛ deɛ ɔka no ɔni adanse a yɛmfa no ntum court judge panyini madam Sewa na ɔte wɔ no wayɛ sɛyi now the question here is nti the lawyer ebusabusa no text message nkɔmmɔ deɛ ɔkeka ne nyinaa yɛte no the first tape no so no ɔde nyinaa ɔtoto n'ano ma ɔkyerɛkyerɛ mu deɛ ehu ɛwɔ asɛm wɔ mu nyinaa ne sɛ ɛdeɛn ɛna ɛndɛ ɛconvince Judge Sewa a ɔyɛ n'adwene sɛ tape a ɔse ɔno wetie for over 10 times when who will be as Attorney General Godfrey Dame ebie na no ka say eye de jakwa enkodi atronto atoforces no edie mra biem na samani gina so ka say sa tape no opese yebo ye ka ho asem wo court eno ne question na me pese me busa mra be na first one ogina so ka say tape na otie the 10 times no in fact tape no bibia anim edie na osagina so ka say tape na me ka say bibia anim no afa tape no monsamra na mo beka ho asem wo me court what changed is it a trap for her the accused ana is it a strategy for her to say me betray me judgment na tape a me tie ni evidence amuma nyina and to me change me judgment na is it a trap because ende no the see and say judge no after ye toto eye jakpa no o ka kire jakpa say onko evidence bi owo biya with the interaction between ono ne Attorney General Godfrey Dame no onko fambra in 24 hours now obi bebusa say yet court obi aswear oath oka asem ato Attorney General a owu yeso oka asem ato Attorney General a ono na lead the prosecution e wa asem no ho waka asem ato Attorney General o lead the Attorney General and Ministry of Justice office e Ghana obi to court aswear oath aka asem ato Godfrey Dame so is it not interesting so to date the judge does not care the judge is not interested in bringing Godfrey Dame in to say jakpa sama okay nyina no enya no kre now se judge ni say we tie tape no 10 times na wan hu bibia o ma eye problem a edie na ogina so aka se enne sa asem yenka then it means the judge is beginning to understand say Godfrey Dame and a kind or kind because in the judge's statement before no one kada say voice na e what tape no so no na enya Godfrey Dame into one judge na admit say asema jakpa ekebia or say e what tape no so no e Godfrey Dame so what is stopping Judge Sewa from giving Godfrey Dame the opportunity to just say yes or no adenti na judge ne pese obema Godfrey Dame the opportunity to say their brand here we can none of them is true. Godfrey Dame is not dead or nam and not to nyom. Godfrey Dame has decided not to come to court. The judge does not care. Godfrey Dame catch Ghana for say whatever yatino tape biasono e yenkofo bi no mutwatro atone so as a lawyer why is he not interested in clearing himself, clearing the office he occupies, and bringing some sanity into the judicial system? Why is Godfrey Dame, why is even the judge not interested in bringing Dame? Because the audio that we listened to, it wasn't an audio between Jakpa and the Attorney General's office workers. If it was Jakpa and people who work at the Attorney General's office, then you can say, but this is a conversation between Jakpa and the man who is standing before him to prosecute him. So now the case has been dropped all the way down to Jakpa and Godfrey Dame. So why is it say Jakpa can some way why is the judge not interested in allowing Godfrey Dame to clear himself from this? Because one, say on Jin this say Godfrey Dame voice no tape no so and she will not accept say wa admit say tape no yen kan wasem. She admitted say Godfrey Dame voice inti na wa admit say yen fan kan wasem. Na say judge na jatum say voice no enya Godfrey enya Jakpa enya Kevin Taylor. Enya Jakpa enya Chief Justice Kotonu. Enya Jakpa enya Edien enya President na. Wa admit say enya Jakpa enya Godfrey Dame. Into what is stopping the judge, Madam Sewa, from telling Dame to come into the box to deny what this guy is saying? What is stopping the judge from asking such a question? Now, we need to understand, Asama Jakpa Ekayano, he did not just say, it was just him and Godfrey Dame. Jakpa said it was Godfrey Dame and Yoni Kulendi, a Supreme Court judge. So as we speak, Yoni Kulendi is a vital person in this matter. Yoni Kulendi can come to court and say, this never happened in my house. What is stopping the judge from subpoenaing Yoni Kulendi from coming to clear himself as a Supreme Court judge? What is stopping Judge Sewa? Because as we speak today, we want to get to the bottom of this matter, to clear a Supreme Court judge and to clear the Attorney General. So why is the judge listening to one side of the tape? Because it could be, say, and this is court, it could be that all that Jakpa is saying is a lie. And it also could be that everything that he's saying is the truth. Now, what is stopping us from making sure those people he mentioned, they're just two people, a Supreme Court judge and the Attorney General of Ghana? If you don't want to bring the Supreme Court judge, why is the Attorney General, who is now the prosecutor? Remember, since the case we started here, a Godfrey Dame in the back court, they be a leading case way. So if the judge wants to be fair to every part, the left and the right, if the judge what Tum said tape, because I know for sure say sa tape no anka Jakpa and the wife anka court ne beka say on admit it, because the conversation has no connection to the case on the table. But because the conversation on the tape was between people who basically are involved in the case, and the ethics part of it also is something important, that is why I think the judge said, I'm admitting it. So if the judge is admitting, then the judge is admitting the voices on the tape, that it is the Attorney General. So what is stopping Judge Sewa from calling Attorney General to just come and deny what Jakpa is saying? Because you cannot listen to one part of a tape and make your deductions and say this is the conclusion. We all cannot just listen to Jakpa and conclude that Attorney General is a criminal until Attorney General comes to tell us there's no evidence to it. I never met this guy. I've never spoken to him. You cannot tell me that I have committed a crime. We have access to the Attorney General. The judge can order for that. What is stopping Judge Sewa from doing that? Now, last week, Yate said the judge told Attorney General, and Attorney General was saying, it was an advice from the judge and not, it wasn't an instruction. Last week, court, Attorney General PF court and friend in media and say, case na cost no there. Obedi case no, obedi nim. Judge na advising about onfa. So if the judge advised him and he says he's not going to take the advice, then it is equally right or equally better for the judge to open or tell him to open his defense in connection to what the guy is saying in court, because it was from his own mouth that he wasn't going to recuse himself, and that what the judge said, it was an advice, and advice the obia to me fa utumi boto twene or say ono de wabato actually. Today as we speak, Godfred Dame did not come to court. The judge is not insisting that Godfred, because I don't think you can write your judgment when you have listened to one part of a case. You can't. Nowhere in this world judge to make your judgment. Abra, a tape that is very vital. It's got to do with the conduct, the corruption, the lies, the make-up stories, the force, the pressure from the Attorney General. You cannot tell me, say, a judge can just sit, listen to the tape, listen to Oli Jakpa, and write a judgment. That judge does not deserve to be a judge. There's a reason why you call you a judge. You have to be just. And how to be just is to be fair. And how to be fair is to listen to all parts. Why is the judge refusing to listen to Godfred Dame? She has the right to call for that. The judge is listening to one side to write a judgment. Then it means it is a fixed match between the Attorney General, the judge, the president, and then Yoni Kulendi. Remember, last week, Omoko Court, the judge advised Attorney General to do what? To go, or advise Jakpa to go to General Legal Counsel to go and solve the ethics problem there. Say Attorney General kasa o tape so kra on any court there onye ready so betie into omfanko General Legal Counsel. Listen. Now the General Legal Counsel, the Chief Justice is the chairman at the General Legal Counsel. The Chief Justice appointed the judge to sit on this case. Godfred Dame is the Attorney General. Do you expect the Chief Justice at the General Legal Counsel to say that the Attorney General has committed a crime? The Chief Justice and the General Legal Counsel are never going to say Attorney General has committed a crime. Now, for the judge to just admit this, it means the judge is willing to listen to all parts. Ghana for Ghana, Ebusa, a simple question. Attorney General is still alive. Attorney General can speak. Attorney General is human. Attorney General knows the law. The Attorney General should come and tell us whether what Jakpa is saying is true or a lie. The Attorney General failing to come into a box in this courtroom to deny whatever Jakpa is saying clearly shows that every single word that came out from the mouth of Jakpa is true. Until Godfred Dame beba court, abe bie na no aka se we nyamia de o kan nim me nhia kulendi me nhia no kulendi fie me nini ndi nkomo we chat we nyame, then it means every single statement that Jakpa has made in court, it is true. And if this judge decides to listen to only one part to write her judgment, then God have mercy on us. We are closer to death than anything as a nation. The judge who is supposed to be just, the judge who is supposed to be fair, the judge who is supposed to listen to every single part of the story, the judge who is supposed to allow witnesses to clear themselves and clear their names, the judge who is supposed to serve the people. If today the judge is refusing to bring Yoni Kulendi, because if Attorney General is refusing to come, what about Yoni Kulendi? Yoni Kulendi can break this case up and tell us everything. For all you know, Yoni Kulendi has no knowledge about what Jakpa is saying. But right now, in our court document, Yoni Kulendi was part of a criminal meeting. Yoni Kulendi is not a cocoa seller. He is not a taxi driver. Yoni Kulendi is a Supreme Court judge. He was appointed by Kufuor for crying out loud. Yoni Kulendi is not a kid. He's a serious Supreme Court judge. His name has been mentioned in a criminal case. And Judge Sewa wants to tell us that we don't need to have him in court. Yoni Kulendi needs to be in court. Godfred Dame, the Attorney General, they need to be in a box. They need to respond to what Jakpa is saying, because this is a criminal case. This is not a civil matter. This is a case that can end people's life in jail forever. This is a case that can make people lose their credibility for life. Why is the judge not insisting that Godfred Dame, Yoni Kulendi show up in court to at least let us know the truth? For now, we only know one truth. And if that is what we are going to go by, then Attorney General Godfrey Dame is not supposed to be part of this case. This case should be nullified because it has been tainted. It was tainted from day one. When Atoforsen was in a box, now Yebusan say, why enna a mao instruction or say enyawo and I will do to me a signed document now. Court a judge way a catch Attorney General Atoforsen say. This same judge told Atoforsen, prove to me say enya wankasa and a woma wo ho a kwan a signed documents no. Emma contract we see can call it. Judge say wow time and Atoforsen ka say me adia me sign no e me boss and a den a man instructions no. Judge say what catch them say prove to Ghana, prove to the court to say a your boss. So Atoforsen was forced to go bring Setekpe to come sit in a box to swear an oath to tell the court to say it is true. I was his boss. I instructed him. So what is stopping Judge Sewa from telling the Attorney General to come sit in a box to prove to us, say, the things Jakpa is saying and the evidence that he's putting out there is a lie? There's something fishy going on. The judge should be very careful with all due respect. Ghana, our destiny. Ghana as a nation, we have our destiny in the hands of humans. And I know Judge Sewa knows more than I know. Respect the Constitution and the rule of law. I don't think it will be through her that this country will be so chaotic and ungovernable. This is a criminal case. And if it is a criminal case, every single thing needs to be heard. Nobody should play games here. Ghanaians are demanding that our courts must be fair, just. Our court must be transparent. We cannot have a bleak court. We cannot have a court where some people are listened and others aren't. You cannot write a judgment without listening to the two parties. That is not a judgment. At this point, we are demanding Godfrey Dame coming into the courtroom to answer questions whether he actually spoke to Jakpa without the presence of his lawyer, whether he was trying to influence Jakpa to lie to get somebody jailed, whether every single thing that he has shown in court as evidence is true. Apart from that, no country, no citizen, no nation should allow a court to judge such a case. These are the things that turns nations' democracy upside down. These are things that light up a nation. And we have been here before. We saw what happened in 1982. Some people were not happy about some of the things that happened in our courtrooms. And I don't expect us to, at the end of the day, bring this back. We don't want to go back there. We don't want this country to be filled with people with pains from mistrials and judgments that were not clear. We need our courts to be clear and transparent as possible. Ghanaians are demanding Godfrey Dame to come into the courtroom and deny with facts. The judge cannot and can never write a judgment. Set aside these very important issue. Madam Judge, why are you in a rush? Where are you going? Why are you telling people to be quick for you to be able to finish the case? We are not running anywhere. We are the taxpayers. We are paying you. Don't rush the case. You make mistakes. Godfrey Dame, has he denied any of the things? Ask him. The way you are pushing this case, you are pushing all sides to bring their evidence in 24 hours. It looks like you have an agenda. You want to write a very long, diverting judgment. We don't want you to rush. We are paying you. We are fine. Take your time. If Ato is guilty at the end of the day, let us know the reason. We need to hear from Godfrey Dame. We need to hear from Kulendi. Do not rush the case. Oh, rush the case. No. Where are you going? Ghana and this one, we are not going anywhere. We are not going anywhere as a nation. Don't rush the case. Let us hear everything. In fact, we need the cameras in the courtroom. We want to see transparency. You are a judge. With all due respect, you are not God. So you need to also let people believe in the process.
Yeah,
The rushing, you are rushing the case.
Gonna be dachi.
You are rushing the case. It's too much. The way the judge, rush the case, and I say, actually, or trafficking. I say, yogurt or trafficking. I say, pen and term. I just will be told, see amount. Yan and term, not just for Johnny. Please take your time. We are the taxpayers. We are paying. We are not tired of paying. Relax. You are rushing too much. We want to follow. Listen to every evidence. The most important thing, the Attorney General who has been mentioned, and Yoni Kulendi, who is a Supreme Court judge. Stop rushing the case. We are not in trotro. We are not running away from the customers or the clients running away from us. We want you to take your time. Pre-case, I say, I was street lighting. I say, J. Elewonyo. Our traffic lighting, I say water spectacles, I say water belt, I say be plantain chips, and I will the fast. We are on the highway. There are stop signs. Take your time. Don't rush the case. Bring the Attorney General in. Bring Yoni Kulendi in. Let us see whether you are truthful or not. We are watching keenly. The world is watching. Godfrey Dame is the first Attorney General on this planet to be a criminal and still standing in court to prosecute somebody. We are not done. At least Ghana for Ehunu. Tomorrow we'll be here to discuss Ghana. My name is Kevin Akobedi Taylor. It's been a wonderful Thursday evening. No calls. I will meet you tomorrow. Wait, story be a Yamepa and renal patient in the central region left in despair as the Cape Coast Teaching Hospital shuts down its dialysis center for maintenance. I see Cape Coast Ogwa Sibiu kidney problems every week or two. Koho ekoji ede ayarsa Sibiu se nyasa treatment na ya nhweni ya bewu no. And the Ekufuado aban makachire the system, the leadership, those people not taking responsibility. And they are sorry, almost say more central region. Cape Coast, ekoye sa ekonya sa treatment, you know. Yes, sorry, information about say Cape Coast Teaching Hospital, no, renal patient department, no, ya tum. Adan almost maintenance, boa. Sa sikana almost obi ambra be ye free no motia no muntia boa. Boga. See. Last week, I catch them say, Omo ye edian, Omoko dialysis in Yano, a baya fakabi, Omokwa, Omodi below 18, and Omodi over 60, Obiaqua Manintia, Omoboa. Sesiano, a man for court, Omunum so munisika, Omokatu Mutimukeke, Intiadiachi, and Omo maintenance. Do you know the number of people who would die? Now, people have to travel all the way from Central region to Ede, the Greater Accra region, or back to the Ashanti region, and the Kolebu for a problem. For a confonochi. So what are we doing? Okubo ekwasia we bobotai na Ghana. Na yet Ghana. The reason why here yabeto Cape Coast Teaching Hospital renal unit and I say omwa why a problem? One omwa kidney problem ni nyina say they don't have the money. They don't have it. So the best thing to do is almost maintenance. Almost maintenance. Almost maintenance. You people will be dying like chicken. And this came up today when we have an editorial meeting. Government, Ghana, the government was done in 2023. 2023 February, and they could for a buying end day. A buying bien ho. Sana mutina na mwankasa musibu from 2020 adia party be na party way government wa ayamamo. And I won't check it from 2017 from 2020 amoto abawi ebesin there. Has this government done anything for you? Have they changed your life in any way? No. 2020 February and abai we end year 2023. February 2023 and Kufuado the governance ebe. There is no government. I am muntie na yesu ye nipa ye domo.
Gonna be dachi.
Sa asemu ya mo ka kire mo fantefo I almost say maintenance in Traumobua. Now, if you want to even have this maintenance, when did you notice we were going to have the maintenance? I thought we were going to give an announcement or put an announcement out a month before to tell people, say, next month, 20th, you will start this job at the renal department. So we cannot take patients. Yet it's why they're also your maintenance into what tomb. How? You do be to come with the neighbor. Yet the more yes schedule. I did chia, because you so what tomb maintenance in maintenance bang. And Cape Coast are handful. Central region are handful. Almost to all. And all that they do is say, na politicians saba, ni abega daomo, yes, ye be airport amamo. Ye we are near so, ya airport na be KFC. Cape Coast are handful, monum ya mo de, Central region are handful. Monum na ya mo de. Yes, ye be see airport, nipa na nsi. Waba also we be a restaurant, KFC, we be ankoji bindi. And no na mo pe, omo tete wo. Omo nana num nyina be wu. Omo wi a yes ye mu ade. Na me say esi unua so a kase free eso men kase free minua no so because if free unua no so a ebeba wo so. And we keep telling you people the truth, but you don't want to understand and admit. This is the reality. Mr. S, if we are ready to go, let me know. This is the reality. It's the amount for Ebewu. Now, we are talking about people who are going to other people asking for help. Obu oha or kwa process or Cape Coast Teaching Hospital or sika na amount for busumi na ochumi enu bi amama nisika kakra 500 Ghana na oda kwa esa adiwe se na be ya owu sa ni pe we asresika ebe hen no benye sika e dia sa afa ka bankran na obankran asika ben hen no okoda hen nipa one ne beba de obeso ni mu. Why are you people like this? Okoboy ni nkwasiafo da ho post
yeah some enye easy gonna be
let me. All right, besides, when it goes through, let me know. Now, Tia, may run it through this quickly. Now, I feel, yeah, Okoboy, La General Hospital will be completed in 2026. Was some month? Ready? What time? About time? Chechesa Unimyansa. Okoboy, my classmate, Unyin Chemu. Okoboy, I say. La General Hospital no mobile 2017 no mobile bugutu ebugu no. Am 2026 no mewie. Oh, rather than go for. Asano kra mobo. Enkranfo, mobo. I feel pity for you people. Na hospitals wo. And ankofo eba no butu guye. O say obesi hospital na wie 2026. Busan say okonyeska wen. Ono na wo power. Onim 2026. Otiha your 2024 after 2 years no catch us Abia hospital no be see ewie. Na mo say on 2 years no wen.
Enye easy
Omo de mo your politics. Ade chia oba be campaign. Oba catch us say the La General Hospital okay Okoboy gabibio ike build 2026 come vote ba womia eno no de Jimmy di ayifo akamfo echi na akamfo use ni so twen akamfo no krom yemubu hospital bia ntungu yo akamfo no achemfo no krom yemubu hospital asantimem yemubu hospital ntungu ye Okobo ye di omani mama obu nkrafo hospital gu o ka che 2026 ne yebesi entutuma akanni no oye nkrani jimini we wo hu bi da. These same people came mongo ye trade fair yebubu trade fair ni nyina atu ogu Macdan edi enim Macdan ono na ye chair of trade fair ono na lead park no omabubu ni nyina to ogu enkranfo to eda ho sajama enkranfo to eda ho to pepre enkranfo to e dey meet and greet
yeah some
we dey wo nim dey ba o
gonna be dachi
enkranfo da ho to e meet and greet yebubu hospital to ogu wo ye meet and greet. O hospital na ebeje unkofo ne nkwana mobenya baby anya abrabo anya long life no you are doing meet and greet. Your hospital has been broken down. We were here the dome the one of the biggest CRS a hosting event omo catch say omo bubu the dome ntungu na omo ba be trade fair politics omo bubu dom na togu and the also my bibi or Mark Dan led that. Ye Jimmy ye nimi nyansa and pathway full of criminals. They will use you. They will use you people because consistently you people have proven say majority of you don't have sense. Sala General Hospital no as I say no hotel no mo de pedi ayo hotel and no mo de besi. So mo Jimmy na metra tieti okoboy a la General Hospital no omo twa asase bia hotel and it mo butugu ye no.
Gonna be that.
Yeah, one penny for one can be tete ho. Ebe de na kwame frifa akwa we ya etwoda ne nantemu ya ne spinal cord achia se opuruba. Ne papa benya ace one cry. Ya de ne to trot richi ene de ko bomfa. Ne papa ensi aponche dan po andem. Ende ne papa nda kra yehu. Otumi betena nkran ne odidi nkran for didi nu nguafo atem didi nkran for spiritual father atem. Na nkran for to work achire me say speak for us. Na me megimi. Kwasia we de na mon nkran. Kwa me fifa kwasia penyi na hoti angel efe mu ntweja ntumu. Kweku oten ne nam ho. Nenimu wi kwasia de na nka obi tena radio so na godi otu fu atem nka no bia nkombe. And you people sit there and say, yeah, tribal. We are not being tribal. We need to respect each other's tradition. We need to respect each other's customs. Especially, uti obi asase so a also ubuno. Kwa me fifa ni san ko exist wa nkranfo asase because so mutweja to ni dan nim. Sai dan o tim na o say, taifa na o te won because so mutweja to dan nim na oye homeless. Mu yam kan se ko krom na ko radio no ho aboofunu. Enso nkranfo tete what so nkwase asem we so. Na ya betra say be defend nkranfo. Na me bi krom ohini ni wo.
Gonna be that.
The Boom Hospital more meet and greet. Yatia.
Yeah, some.
Now, see this. Port duties in Ghana cannot be higher than Togo. But we are dear. Me share Asia. Na saw Ghana ni ne para sa also sorry no pa. Akoto abama ba omia. Then your problem is big. Okoto abama dien. Ba omia ne yire nam Ghana na mo ye embassy pleasure. Ba omia ne yire. And the omo ye Ghana say embassy pleasure. Omo du ha no mo dia tem. Omo sa jimi omo ha no matwa so. O message we say it is possible. Odru a no mo dia say jinim. And ba omia one ne yire Samira. Embassy pleasure no mo ye no region by region. Into better kwasie bi. Oh, John Mahama is not on the ground. John Mahama started campaign 4 years ago. John Mahama has visited every corner of Ghana. He has visited every village. John Mahama, his message is with the people. John Mahama, he does not buy crowd. He does not rent crowd. The NDC, they don't have time to rent crowd. NDC go down there to meet the people. Kwasia for we embassy pleasure of Ghana. And your school for free school near Mabishia Baumia Jom and more. Nobody is speaking. Yes, penny will fee. Your found Kwaramba free school near Mama Bishia politician with Jom, Nampany 42 Krum, Motu Fin, Obian to mean Cassa. Yeah, chain, Emma Biasa, now Fenny Abe Canton, Yabet, Yen and Nanom Diomo ye. Any boat almost 4 year bow mutu, near Betche, a man for us, and the Yentrobiasi. A dang and a tea and Korawo school, yes, some mobile abundance on my campaign. Saying the HH minor. Aqua we say no catcher say on Tiasia say Togo, Okohona Kuya dia, a what form taxes and what form check Ghana. Nabaomia or no, Ojeje, Koleba El Burkina, dear Jumano or Ghana, on your vice president. Is he not the head of the economic management team? For 8 years, Ofriwe has led Ghana, say, on only 33 policies as a Ghana. Abuofunu. Now 33 policies now, what did he take care of? What 33 policies now was what the 33 policies about as vice president now? 33 policies in a DNA year. And you told it in this year. Now 33 policies, why didn't it make sure say Ghana, our port charges are less than that of Togo? You are foolish. Mokasa anyhow by heart in Kwasiakika because the foolish masses are following flag. They are not following the sense, the developmental issues. Say, so we study Baumia and Mahama message now. Mahama's message is very nationalistic. And I'm studying Mahama's message is nationalistic. Mahama is speaking about creating opportunities for Ghanaians, streamlining Okada, the 24-hour economy, making sure companies, a lot of people enroll, private, public. At the end of the day, more people are employed. John Mahama is talking about building Women's Bank, nationalistic, Obabia. John Mahama is talking about putting commercial drivers on a pension scheme, nationalistic. John Dramani Mahama is talking about ways and means to make sure, say, corruption now you're facing in the no. Today, John Mahama, say, because of his past record, he is going to strengthen the institutions to make sure people are dealt with. We are talking about a president, now Bresso infrastructure, boom, or say he's going to make sure every single city or region in this country, at least hospital, Papa, or Sonia, because he has done it before. We are talking about nationalistic issues. Policies are affecting Obia. But Omian and Amgana catch them and say, or a day, or possible, it is possible to mano, to go for port charges, or free. And yeah, Omian say, or the digital system about a port and charges will be lower. Why is he telling us today, say, Eden a Togo port, it does a less chair? But Omia walking around and fooling the policy any day. Does he even understand policy? So all the 33 policies are banner and the Osaka chair say, why is Togo, such a small country, their port charges are they lower than us? Are you telling us? Why are you not solving it with your policies? So what did the 33 policies do? Because your background is in economics. Your background is in the economy. Your background is to make sure taxes are lowered. Your background is to make sure the Ghanaian importer or exporter is paying less. So the 33 policies, what did they come and do? Oh, free. You think governance is about standing on stages and fooling? It's about talking to the people, letting the people know that their problems are your problems. And inside John Mahama, his policies are all nationalistic. And I will study here, in politics. Adebia John Mahama didn't saka or so obey biano. It touches every part of the nation. But Umia cannot tell you one thing. Okay, I was say I him for meet your allowance. I mama send a bear I him for being power. I am for us from Tegalam as I see. But Umia campaign or Ghana hanging on board Galamse so. On country Ghana for sending your best stop Galamse and the T Galamse try ten. Aqua wedding the team to Tabas with Dinquasiasam. Omokwana in Supapa Sibas nim. Na ya yeduane gubas nim. Omuduru penama ko restaurant no mo yi omo nsu anom. Omo betomo asantibe mu a munsu re horomo numbi. What was about Umia adwene ho. Ba Umia a dear nationalistic policy no dey ato abontene. I mentioned about 5 nationalistic policies. National policies are John Mahama aka ho asem. Ba Umia policy be na nationalistic aka ho asem. Nothing. Soroku, Jamboree, Jimmy. 32 toilet, 48 unit toilet, 48 unit, 32 toilet. One year, we are so bad. Kwasiasem when you to 8 years. Kwasiasem when you to 8 years. Actually, one person over cannot create. As a vice president, I have introduced 33 policies and $1 was 16. Are you damn idiot? The dollar is at 16. You are telling me I brought 33 policies. What did it do for me? Me am a Juma Swami. 33 policies there na yema me. Me am into me ko kwaso ko fanyo mama biom. 33 policies there na yema me. Me a enam tigana be juma egu. Ah me ntumi nya juma biom. Me anam ye juma bank and mitifie. Me a endem wo Ghana me ntumi nto aduane. Me a endem wo Ghana me nya juma nye. Me a oda me so be one district, one factory, one constituency, 1 million. Me a ka say obey dey e planting for food and jobs. Me to tomato tobacco 53. What has your 33 stupid policies done for me? Are you insane? You think you are talking to some foolish people? We want policies that basically saves a nation. And to say, Ustadi John Mahama, Assembly or Kambia, it is not about party. Baumia is selling himself to his party. Baumia is not selling Ghana. Mahama is selling a solution to Ghana's problems. Baumia is selling a solution to NPP's propaganda. And if you are not smart, you wouldn't know, because the mainstream media, the so-called account for media now, they cannot be honest with the people. Nankende, any media will anybody discuss Baumia? Look at the policies John Mahama has put together. Look at these things. Nyoma John Mahama can you move 5, ebe save Ghana so much. 5 of them.
Enye easy.
And this guy is working in Ghana foolishly, exhibiting embassy pleasure tendencies. And we sit in Ghana and we are spending time on such a comedian.